Congratulations on the purchase of your new AddaValve. You can now add or replace a valve in 30 to 60 minutes with no shutdown needed. This video demonstrates installation on copper pipe. Warning! When installing the AddaValve, it is very important to install hanger supports. Each AddaValve should be supported 12 inches on center on both sides of the AddaValve to eliminate stress at the ends of the valve. Before you start, please note, if you are installing the AddaValve in a multi-story building, you must first shut off all of the pumps, both the mains and circulator pumps. When installing in a closed system, it will be necessary to install 2 AddaValves to isolate the problem area. The tools shown are required for proper installation. For copper, clean the area with a fine emery cloth to a shiny finish. Remove the 4 stainless steel bolts from the AddaValve. On AddaValve sizes 1/2 to 1 inch, you will be supplied 2 small tubes of gasket sealant, 1 tube per body half. Sizes 1 1/4 to 2 inch, 1 large tube will be supplied. Apply liberal amounts of gasket sealant and brush evenly across the entire body half surface. Do this on both body halves and allow 1 to 2 minutes for dry time. Insert the bolts into the body of the valve tighten all 4 in an X pattern. Avoid over-tightening. If there is a gap between the 2 body halves, be sure it is equal on both sides of the body. Uneven spacing could cause a leak. To begin testing your installation, remove the stem and bottom cap and screw on the test caps that are supplied with your kit. Pump air into both test caps at approximately 15 to 20 psi. We are testing the installation of sealant in the valve bodies for leaks. Now spray the entire body of the valve with soapy water solution and check for bubbles that would indicate a leak. If you see any bubbles, reposition or tighten and then retest. When the AddaValve air tests without leaks, remove both test caps and replace with stem cutter and bottom cap. Note: be sure the stem cutter is backed out all the way so that the cutter does not make contact with the copper tubing. We are now ready to install the AddaValve. Caution! Pipe hanger supports should be installed on both sides of the adder valve, 12 inches on center, before engaging the cutter. If hangers cannot be used, do not install the adder valve. Use a 3/8 socket. Manual operation only. Do not use a drill motor. Here we are showing the installation of a single stem 3/4 for copper tubing only. When you've reached the stop ring, you've reached the seating position of the valve. At this time, ratchet 1 to 1.5 turns to expand the Viton seal across the two pipe cuts. Begin removing the bottom cap. There may be some water trapped here. However, if water does not appear to be completely shut off, remove the bottom cap completely and slowly ratchet the stem cutter down further until water flow stops. To remove slugs, take a hammer and a flathead screwdriver and gently tap the high side of the two copper slugs into a vertical position and remove with needle nose pliers. Note: to flush debris, reverse the stem cutter with the bottom cap off until you see a flow of water. Debris should be flushed. Reseat the valve until the flow stops and replace cap. When you are finished with the repairs, back out the stem cutter until full flow is restored. The adder valve is now a permanent part of the pipe insulation. Note: this is a one-time emergency shut-off device and should not be used as an on-off valve. Once the stem cutter has been raised to restore flow, it should not be lowered again. For technical support or other information concerning Jomar products, please visit www.jomar.com or call 1-800-325-5690.